What's going on, everyone? My name is Keaton, here with Papa Bear. You're watching Second City Sports Talk. We're in the Christmas spirit with our Santa hats on.
Yeah.
We're ready for the Christmas season. Consider this a special, almost half episode this week because we're very sorry that we missed last Saturday.
Yeah. We're not too sorry because it was such a cruddy game with the Lions game, but hey, we're here to celebrate a little bit more. Exciting times. I got my Bears Santa hat on. I've had this for a long time. Excited to wear it. You're just a regular old Santa. And we got a new ball here. This is our, Bears ball. It's very exciting to have some new decorations in our space here. So again, we're doing kind of a shorter episode today. And I think we'll start out with talking a little bit about that atrocious game against the Lions. You want to start them out a little bit?
Yeah. Well, do we have to talk about it?
We don't have to. We wanted to wear bags on our heads, but we decided, we're just too good looking for that. So
that was a catastrophic game.
Yeah.
I mean, I've kind of accepted that the season might be over after that game.
Yeah, I think so.
I think most Bears fans definitely thought that was the end of the season. It still feels like it's a pretty long shot for the playoffs at this point. We're still mathematically in it, only a game behind the Cardinals. We're 6-7, they're 7-6. We're still only a game behind them. We got a pretty easy schedule, but it feels a little bit like the season might be over after that one.
Yeah.
But about the Lions game, I mean, there were definitely some positives to the game. Mitch had a really good game, as we expected, against the Lions defense. Offense put up 30 points. The running game was going. But
defense didn't look good.
Defense was awful against one of the worst offenses in the league. Against Detroit, I mean, the defense definitely had its worst game I remember in a long time. It was the secondary got torched. Matthew Stafford put up 400 yards on them.
Jeez.
We got no pressure on them the entire game. The defensive line got stuck up by a pretty mediocre Detroit Lions offensive line. And I think the most obvious thing is we choked. The Bears led by 10 with just over 4 minutes left to go.
Yeah.
And the Lions just drove 93 yards on us down the field. It was ridiculous.
What do you think that says about our coaching staff? What it say?
I think it really says a lot about Matt Nagy. Not only just that, I think they played way too soft coverage the entire game, just allowing Matt Stafford to convert on like 3rd and 13s, 3rd and 15s all the time. It was really ridiculous. Yeah. And then the decision to throw on 3rd down, I mean, that's obviously going to be the main question. I mean, what are you doing? You have to force them to use your last timeout. It makes me angry because I feel like if we had won that game, we'd be 7-6. It would be a lot brighter outlook on the season.
Yeah.
And I
think it made everyone angry. I mean, I was watching some coverage after. Oh man, people were just pissed about that game, just the way they let up at the end. I mean, the season. Some people probably think the season was over weeks ago, and I'm sure you're probably right if you think that. But it was just it sort of just drove that nail right into the heart there. That game against the Lions. Hey, but
it's honestly kind of karma though, because I mean, we did the same thing, the comeback in the last few minutes to the Lions in Week 1.
Yeah.
And we had a chance, but I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but Robinson on 3rd and 5 just walked out of bounds. I don't know if he's trying to get Nagy fired. That was just
I don't think he can get Nagy fired. I think Nagy's probably already put himself in the firing.
He's in a hole
line
right
anyway.
now,
So,
sure.
Well, I mean, that was just such a atrocious game. Do we need to talk about it anymore? What do you think? Is it really worth it to even go over it anymore?
Let's move on.
Let's talk about something more happy.
Wow, 36-7. The Bears broke their 6-game streak.
Who was that team?
I honestly didn't recognize them. They were in the orange and white.
Yeah, orange and white.
Michigan Wolverines jerseys.
Yeah, it looked like it. Those classic uniforms. And fun fact that they have never lost in those jerseys.
Yeah.
That uniform they've never lost in. Maybe you just wear them for the rest of the.
I don't mind. They look okay.
Yeah, I think they look good. They look pretty good. Those are pretty cool. Well, so what happened in this game? 36-7 against the Houston Texans. Now, probably the worst defense in the NFL. Texans. One of them.
Definitely one of them. I can't think of a single Houston Texans defensive player other than J.J. Watt, but he's definitely their only good player.
It's an NFL team. They looked good on the offense against them. Tell us some of the numbers. Break some of the numbers down, man. I'm sure
Texans were 4-8 coming into the game. Now they're 4-9.
Sure.
Obviously, it's not going to be the win of the season. That probably already happened
Right.
against the Buccaneers, but it was definitely a good game, and the team really rebounded after probably one of the worst losses in the last 10 years for Bears. The defense dominated. They were, I mean, they had them all day. They
7 sacks. I wrote it.
7 sacks.
6 tackle for losses. I mean, a couple fumble recovers. I know one of them was on special teams.
Khalil Mack had himself a great
Mack
game.
got his first sack in who knows when his
Like
last
5
sack was. I mean,
weeks.
it's been a while, but he did look like he was on fire, on a mission. He's on a mission or of some sort.
He was definitely dominant.
Yeah.
The secondary finally had a good game. I mean, I'm so sick. It feels like the last 4 weeks,
Yeah.
no, 3 weeks. We've just been getting eaten up on the secondary,
Yeah.
and I really don't know why it has been, but finally we did.
And I mean, the offense. I mean, they were good. I mean, they were kind of firing, and Mitch looked good. I mean, honestly.
Yeah,
He
I
looked
saw
good.
he was the FedEx nominee for Air Player of the Week. I don't even know.
Why not?
Probably
right?
doesn't mean much, but
He was our favorite. I mean, honestly, Mitch, 18 to 21, 3 touchdowns, anytime you can get no interceptions out of Mitch, it's a good week. It means he made some good decisions.
3 touchdowns too. Yeah, and I mean, I think some credit has to be given to Matt Nagy for Mitch Trubisky's performance. He gave Mitch Trubisky probably one of the easiest games I've ever seen. It looked like every single play, it was either there were 2 reads for Mitch Trubisky. He would either throw it past the first down marker, like 15 yards down the field, or he would check it down to David Montgomery or any receiver in the flat. So it was a really good game plan, and the Texans they couldn't decide what they wanted to do on defense.
How about Montgomery? How many yards did he have? I mean,
He had
crazy.
a ton. I mean, 169 yards rushing total.
Yeah.
And I think that just supports the claim that the offense is definitely better under Mitch Trubisky.
Oh,
and,
sure.
and especially the running game is better under Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think that it's going to bring up some questions.
Sure.
Did Matt Nagy pull
Trubisky too soon.
Yeah,
and then
pull Trubisky too soon.
Foles, yeah, let Foles stay in too long.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the big what if after this season is done and over is what if Matt Nagy had left Trubisky in? They may have lost that week 3 game, but maybe they would have had a better total outcome.
I mean, he's definitely not the Bears' long-term QB anyway, so he's doing great. I mean, he's going to be somebody's QB next year, probably.
Probably.
We'll see what we get
see
from
what
that.
happens
But
to
hey,
Trubisky.
I do like seeing Trubisky with Robinson, though. I mean, I think that they have a good connection, and
I think it's so obvious that Trubisky and Robinson, they're like 2 twins. I mean, they came together into Chicago at the same time.
Yeah.
They've been with each other basically their whole career, other than Robinson had a few years in Jacksonville. But I think the chemistry is obviously shown to be better with Mitch Trubisky and Robinson than it was with Foles and Robinson.
Yeah.
And I think that was to be expected. And now we're definitely seeing some better results.
1,000-yard season again. So Allen Robinson.
Vote for Robinson in the Pro Bowl. Bears
Yeah,
fans.
might as well. We got to get at least somebody in the Pro Bowl.
I mean, I'm sure we'll get some good players in the Pro
Hey,
Bowl this year.
I want to give one more fun fact that I wrote down because I think it's pretty good to know. We've never beat the Texans before, so we're 0-4 against the Texans now.
1-5, 1-4.
1-4 now against the Texans. Hey, you gotta get your wins where you can this season. It's a good game. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Jacksonville game. I mean, I know we won't talk about that this week because. Well, that's next. That's our next show. But anything else you want to talk about this game? Was there anything else that was just like super important for us to do in this game?
I mean, the O-line is looking up. I think the O-line has definitely been playing a lot better the last few games than, I mean, obviously we've had O-line struggles the entire year.
Yeah.
And I've been saying for like years now that the Bears need to pick up an offensive lineman in the draft, and they haven't done it. But at least the O-line is giving the Bears the extra protection that they need the last few weeks.
And anytime, again, I said this before on another episode, when Mitch has time and he isn't pressured, he makes better decisions. And his throws can be beautiful. Some nice throws right over the defense. I mean, it just laid it right in there a few times. It looked nice. It looked like he knew what he was doing. And that's when you get some confidence with Mitch. The defense seems to be confident again. Let's see how they do again.
I think that is the thing. I think hopefully I don't want to talk too much about Jacksonville yet, but hopefully if we can beat Jacksonville, this can be a real confidence booster going into our final 2 games of the season against Green Bay and Minnesota.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm really hoping about these games, is that it's going to give the team some hope.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, this was a kind of out of ordinary episode. We're going to switch our schedule up a little bit. First thing is this one. We're going to post this. It's Monday night. We're going to post this today, and then we're going to start a kind of a new schedule. We'll do one more show. Next Saturday show, the 19th, that'll be our last sort of normal Saturday show. And then we'll turn right around. We're going to do a Sunday reaction game against, the Jags game. We're going to do a reaction game on Sunday. And then we're going to start posting Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Right?
We got a lot of new things coming to this channel. We're really excited to start expanding a lot further than we have been and really grow our channel.
Yeah.
So
make sure you like, subscribe, tell everybody about this. Anyone who's interested in
post
Bears
suggestions in the comment section down below.
We'll take any feedback you got. We're going to start covering the Cubs pretty soon, and we're going to keep covering the NFL during the playoffs and everything. So we're going to keep some information to you, and I'm hoping we're going to start doing some other kind of interesting things like NFL history, other types of sports history episodes for you as well. So we're looking forward to doing all this for you. So
all right, that's going to be it for this episode. Everyone, stay safe.
Stay safe. And have a good holiday season, whatever season you celebrate, whatever holiday you celebrate. We'll look to see you this coming Saturday. So take care.
Bye.
Bye.